Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Super 7 Ultimate Beastie Boys from Sabotage. Sabotage is an album and a music video. I got these guys to use as cops in my action figure world. They're going to be great to enhance my Batman action figure collection, and I love cop action figures. Let's take a look at the packaging. And I did order these from Big Bad Toy Store. Super 7 Ultimates, Sabotage, Vic Kofari as Bobby, the rookie. Here he is in the package, bunch of hands, radio, coffee, donut, briefcase. At the back, here they are posed up. And there is the barcode. Next, we have Nathan Wind as Cochise. He's got a radio, baton, handcuffs. Very cool stuff. The back. And his barcode. And last, we have Alessandro Allegre as the Chief. Chief Police, binoculars, an axe, megaphone, little siren, radio, very cool stuff. And finally, his barcode. So with no further ado, let's open them up. So, I just went to YouTube and watched the music video for Beastie Boys Sabotage. They all sort of dressed up as cops. It was kind of over the top. And it's kind of fun. I've actually never seen that music video. Very familiar with the song. I think everybody in the entire world is familiar with that song. But then here are the figures out of the package. And they come with a ton of accessories. Almost everything was used in the music video. And they're all great accessories for police officers. As you can see, we have the police station diorama behind them. I am looking forward to these figures so much. I love police action figures. I probably have the largest police action figure collection in the entire world, at least in the 6 and 7 inch scale. These guys are going to be part of my GCPD. They're going to be detectives or special agents, whatever, in the Gotham City Police Department. Kind of over the top, awkward cops. Just how they look. I'll be able to put these guys to a lot of use. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of the figures individually. We'll check out their accessories, height, and articulation, and we'll compare them with a bunch of other action figures. So let's go ahead and start off with the rookie. So this character is Bobby, or aka the Rookie. Such a stereotypical looking police officer. The hair is just over the top, but that's the whole point. It's sort of over the top, kind of 80s action style. I like it, and it's perfect for action figures. He comes with a ton of stuff. It's all very appropriate for police officers. Suitcase, donut, coffee, a radio, different heads and hands. So let's take a closer look. Like I said, the hair is just over the top, like over dramatic, kind of ridiculous, and he looks so serious. The big, giant cop glasses, the mustache. He's got a striped shirt, tie, seam jointed knees, seam jointed elbows. That's probably my biggest complaint about Super 7 figures. They really seem overpriced. These guys are not cheap at all, and their articulation is limited, and they look kind of cartoony. Still, super stoked to add these policemen to my action figure world. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, between the glasses and the hair, it just looks ridiculous and over the top, and I know that's the point. Just looks like such a stereotypical police dude. And then here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now for his accessories, and let's start with his hands. He has a total of 6 hands, 3 right hands, and 3 left hands. Here he is with his first pair of hands. This is a pair of gripping hands. Then, with his second pair of hands, this is a pair of default hands. They would look good relaxed at his sides. And here's his third pair of hands. This is a pair of sort of open hands. Now let's look at his heads. He has 3 of them. One with a regular expression, one with kind of an angry expression, and one with a smiling, happy expression. Here's his first head. This one has the normal expression, probably the head I'll use on this figure most of the time. And here's his second head. This one has the angry expression. It is just such a stereotypical looking pissed off cop. And here's his third head. This one has a smiling, happy expression. Here's his briefcase. Typical looking briefcase for a businessman. Now, you can actually open it up. And it's full of money. So this is a perfect accessory for so many different things, for cops, for robbers, for ransom. Excellent, excellent addition to the collection. Here's a rookie holding that suitcase. And he has a few more accessories. A cup of coffee, a donut, and a radio, all perfect for a police action figure. So we have a cup of sort of generic coffee, useful prop. The donut, also perfect for the police force. And a radio, yet another excellent accessory to add to the mix. Here he is holding the radio and the donut. He literally cannot hold the cup of coffee with any of his hands, not even close. Maybe one of the other figures has a larger gripping hand, but I don't think so. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories, let's check out the height. And I figured I would check out the height and articulation on all three of them at the same time, so I don't have to do it over and over and over again. From bottom to the top of their heads, 6.9 inches tall, and they're really all the same height. That's going to translate to about 17.5 centimeters. And for the articulation, and they really all have the same articulation scheme, just maybe a little bit different sculpted arms, but they move the same way. So, starting with this head, we can rotate side to side. You can look up and down about that much. You can tilt this head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders on a ball joint goes out about 90 degrees. Up, down, around. He's got a single jointed elbow. Goes in 90 degrees with rotation. His wrist can rotate. It is also hinged. Mine's a little bit stuck. Let's loosen it up. Torso is one solid piece. Ball joint in the waist. You can rotate around and it can go forward and back quite a bit more than I expected there. Legs go out about this far. I'm not really sure how to describe that joint. Not really a ball joint. There is rotation independently of that thing. You can go forward about that far, back not much. Single jointed knee. And it has rotation as well. Then his ankle. Forward and back, tiny bit. Rotate a little bit. Tilt rock also. And like I said, it's the same on all three. And for the second figure, this is going to be Cochise. Officer Cochise. He comes with a total of 5 hands, 3 heads, some sticks of dynamite, a little bomb, a radio, handcuffs, and a baton. So, a little bit different, but also over the top. Large sunglasses, big bushy hair, mustache, just a stereotypical police. He's got the badge on his chest, tie, suspenders, or rather that's probably a holster for his gun maybe. Brown slacks, single jointed elbows and knees. Very similar to the other guy, but I like him. I like him a lot. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Once again, very stereotypical. And that's really perfect for an action figure police officer. And then here he is, with everything laid out in front of him. And now for his accessories. Starting off with his hands, he has 5 of them. 2 left hands, 3 right hands. Here he is with his first pair of hands. These are his fists, and here's his second pair of hands. This is a pair of gripping hands. And he has 1 additional right hand. This is a pointing hand, pointing at the suspect. Now for his heads. He has 3 different heads. One with a regular expression, one with mouth open, kind of yelling, kind of angry, and then one with tape taped over his mouth. That one is like he's held hostage or captive. Here's a look at his first head. This one has the regular expression. And here's his second head. This one has mouth open, looks like he's yelling or talking. And his third head. This one has tape over the mouth, and he looks like maybe he's a little bit scared. Here's other accessories. We have a baton or nightstick. We have a radio that looks like it's going to plug into nothing. We have a stick of dynamite, a little timer on it, a little bomb, and then a pair of handcuffs. Here's Officer Cochise holding the baton and handcuffs. And here he is, holding and talking into his radio. And here, holding the dynamite. I can imagine him running around in panic, not sure what to do. And finally, we have the Chief. He comes with 5 hands, 3 heads, a siren, binoculars, a radio, an axe, and a megaphone. So let's take a closer look. Once again, just the other ones. Super over the top. Super stereotypical. The hair is just way too much. He's got a sort of suited body, black jacket, black pants, badge on the outside of the pocket, tie in there, seal jointed elbows and knees, basic looking figure, stereotypical and over the top. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, and my word, that hair. And here's this figure, broken down with all of his accessories laid out in front of you. And now for his actual accessories, and starting off with his hands. He has 5 of them, 3 left hands and 2 right hands. Here's his first pair of hands. This is a pair of gripping hands. Here's his next pair of hands. He has 2 fingers extended. He's pointing at something or telling his buddies to smell his fingers. And he has 1 additional left hand with the fingers completely extended. Now for his heads, he has 3 of them. 1 with a regular expression, 1 with the mouth open, looking kind of happy and talking, and then 1 looking a little bit angrier with no glasses on. Here's his first one. This one has a regular expression and is a very stereotypical looking cop. And here's his second head. He doesn't really look angry, but he does look like he's talking or yelling. And his third head. This one has no glasses and looks like it has kind of a stern expression. And for the rest of his accessories, we have a little siren here that I imagine would go on top of his car. And it plugs into nothing. I'm not sure what I'll do with that. I do have some cars I could probably put on top of. Then we have police radio. Could never have too many of these. We have some binoculars. Also can be useful. And finally, there is a megaphone. All these accessories are very useful for police officers. Here's the chief, looking at those binoculars. Here he is holding and talking through his radio, and then yelling through the megaphone. And let's not forget his axe. Although it seems like a little bit more of an appropriate accessory for a firefighter, he can hold it with either one hand or with 2. Now, one thing these guys didn't come with, and I wish they did, is some guns. These guys are police officers. They should have a pistol or a firearm of some sort. So I got some pistols, gave it to them, and now they are more or less complete. Here's a look at these 3 detectives at the police station, standing around their desk, full of gear. Now let's talk about next to some of their action figures, starting off with some of their Super 7 figures, and then I'll show you my entire police action figure collection. Here they are, next to a couple of Super 7 rappers, Notorious B.I.G. and ODB, the Old Dirty Bastard. Then, with a couple of Super 7 rock stars, Cliff Burton and Lenny Kilmister. And now, next to Power Rangers, Bulk and Skull. I also have the Super 7 Biollante, Plant Creature. And I also have the Super 7 Snake Mountain from Masters of the Universe. And now to check them out with some other police action figures. Here they are, next to some Jack-specific Big Boss Man figures. Did a head swap, have a couple different police officers, and then we have Big Boss Man and SWAT attire on the right. And here, with some Mattel Big Boss Man figures. Did some head swaps. Still need to do some head swaps. Got some more cops or security. Next, with some more Mattel Big Boss Man figures. These guys are in SWAT attire. And now, with some Mattel Creative Superstar Roman Reigns figures. These guys are in SWAT gear, helmets, gas mask, riot shield, whole 9 yards. Here are these Beastie Boys, next to some custom cops based off the video game Arkham Origins, Gotham SWAT officers, mostly made from wrestlers and some other parts. And here they are, next to a Diamond Select Toys Sin City Harrigan figure. He's a detective, got the badge on his trench coat. Then, next to Diamond Select Toys TV show Gotham, Jim Gordon and Harvey Bullock. Next, with the Diamond Select Toys, Westworld Bernard. Bernard was played by Jeffrey Wright, who played Commissioner Gordon in The Batman, and that's what I use him for. And now, with Diamond Select Toys, The X-Files, Mulder and Scully. These are some older versions, make for some good detectives. Here are these figures, next to some Diamond Select Toys, Battlestar Galactica soldiers. I got these a long time ago when there weren't a lot of options for police figures. They have kind of a police-looking uniform. And I used a female one from Montoya in my Batman world. And here they are, with my McFarlane DC Multiverse GTO. That stands for the Gotham Terrorist Oppression Unit. I use these guys for a specialized unit in my Gotham City Police Department. Then, with some McFarlane Stranger Things Hopper figures, some head swaps, repaints, more cops. Next, with the McFarlane, we have a few Bobby figure. He looks like sort of an old Scottish or British cop. and a Jokerized one at that. And now, with McFarlane, Movie Maniacs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sheriff. Here are the Beastie Boys. Next to some Dr. Loomis figures from Halloween. I believe these are all from NECA. And although Dr. Loomis wasn't a cop in the movie, he works great for a detective. And here they are, with some Resident Evil figures. I think these are all from NECA. We have a couple of Jill Valentine figures. They have the beret on, look like they could be security or police. And then Leon Kennedy, Raccoon Police Department on his chest. Then, with a NECA Splinter Cell figure, this guy's a bulletproof vest on, look like a good plainclothes police officer. Next, with NECA, Detective Elisa Mazza from Gargoyles. And now, with a bunch of John Constantine figures from DC Direct, McFarlane, Mattel, and Mezco. And even though John Constantine is definitely not a cop, he fits the bill, looks like private investigator or detective. I even did a head swap and made the private investigator Jason Bard from Gotham City. Here are these figures, next to a bunch of Commissioner Gordon by Mezco, DC Direct, and even Mattel. And here they are, next to McFarlane, Spawn, Sam and Twitch. Sam and Twitch are detectives from the Spawn comics, and Sam makes for a great Harvey Bullock in your DC Multiverse line. And here's an older, smaller version of Sam and Twitch. Then, with a bunch of NECA, Alex Murphy Robocop figures. These guys are in riot gear, perfect police officers. Next, with a bunch of NECA, Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-1000 figures, with regular, and Steel Mill, and Ultimate. And now, with some Terminator Genesis T-1000 figures, and with some T-1000 Motorcycle Cops, both regular and Ultimate. Then, with some DC Direct, Dark Victory Jim Gordon figures, bunch of head swaps, and you got a bunch of police officers. And here, with some DC Direct, Batman the Animated Series cops, Harvey Bullock, Detective Montoya, and Commissioner Gordon. Then, with some Plan B Toys SWAT officers. Next, with some Plan B Toys K9 units. Here are these figures, with some Plan B Bomb Squad units. And here they are, with some third-party Resident Evil figures, RPD. Then, with some Mafex Dark Knight Honor Guard Joker figures. Next, with a bunch of Mattel Dark Knight Movie Master John Blake figures, bunch of head swaps, bunch more cops. And now, with a bunch of Mattel Movie Master Dark Knight Honor Guard Joker figures, more head swaps, more cops, even made a custom Foley for the Dark Knight Rises. And here are some Mattel Movie Master Commissioner Gordon figures. Did a couple head swaps, have a couple of Commissioner Gordon, and a couple of generic detectives. Then, with a bunch of Hasbro Marvel Legends Agent Wu figures, more head swaps, more cops. So overall, these are some pretty cool action figures. Now, I think Super 7 charges too much, and the figures don't look nearly as good as they should, especially for the price point. I'm really happy to have these figures in my collection because they're police officers, very stereotypical looking police officers, and they come with great accessories. Their articulation, once again, should be better for the price point. It's almost like they took basic figures and just sort of upscaled them to 7-inch scale. But I'm really, really happy to have this action figure set. Accessories are great, articulation's weak, sculpt and paint job, it's pretty good. If I had to rate these figures, I'm probably going to give them a 7 out of 10, and that's probably higher than they'd actually deserve. I'm just really happy because I'm happy to add them as police in my action figure world. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to save the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.